Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Cut! 180! What's that?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats on.
Cut! 20!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10.
Hold on a second. Hey, I ain't even touched. Captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Captain. On my set.
To throw is Nix.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
On my set. Ready. Away.
To throw, here's Nix.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here at the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
3rd down and 13.
120.
Goff now looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Nix to the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Chill. Hold on. Captain. Ready.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's second and 10.
Hold on, set. Olay. Ready. Olay.
On play action, here's Nix. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D-lineman almost had it, but third down coming up.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Lions nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here is 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Captain. Ready.
Now it's Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Nix. That is caught. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
7-yard gain.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Lions nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
180.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tonight. 180. What's up?
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 52 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Ready. Ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Off the play fake. Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Lions 8. Will Lutz to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, a good move at the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Goff. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. They've got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
That's another Detroit.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
1st and 10.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Cut. 180. Cut.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they've got it in the red zone now down at about the 19.
140 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's 3rd and 9.
Gone. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through and drop him for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Down to the 10.